Hey, Kenneth, what's happening, man? Look here, I thought I'd make this quick video just so that we can kind of get on track to make sure we stay on track to what we're trying to do, primarily about our mobile website business. And man, I think it's really something that could make us a lot of money, man. But we just got to stay on point. I just want you to know also that I have been doing some research, man. You probably think sometimes you talk to me and I might be in space a little bit. That's because I've been studying so hard about this. But look, man, I'm not going to try to make this video too long. I just want to make sure that I can get this across so that it's not interrupted too much, man, by telephone calls, man, and other interruptions that we have. But as you know, we've been working on these doggone websites for a little bit, man. And I was kind of concerned as I was watching you struggle through some of this stuff, man, because it's a real problem. Our ability to crank these things out quickly and fast. So what I did is I contacted the guy in Australia, and we talked about this thing for quite some time. This was several weeks ago. He had actually been working on a project with another group because he was saying that this stuff is starting to get pretty complicated, and he decided that it was time for him to fork this over to another group. I'll get to that later. But right now, man, we just want to go ahead and talk about a few things. As you can see, I set up a little notepad about some of the things we talked about, and it's about our marketing business, finding businesses, which of course is your expertise, and we can use the current format that Warrior Will has come up with from Australia that might be applicable, but there's some other things we can obviously do. Incentives. I've thought about a couple of incentives. One of the things we can do is provide some kind of advertisement, which will be in the mobile form, video form, I should say. And doing sites quickly, that's the biggest thing. Notice I got to reiterate this whole idea about Kenneth struggles, because you're doing a lot of work, man, trying to reinvent stuff that I think has already been done. As a matter of fact, I know it's been done, and we'll get to that in a little while. But teamwork, bro. We work as a team. We're going to get this thing finished, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and get down and get to this. As you know, you've been by the house before, and I've got a little way I have my home page set up to make it easy to find things. And we're going to go ahead and get to this very important working stage or working page that I've developed. Well, actually, it's been developed. I know it looks kind of crazy, man, but this is really good. This is where I think we need. This is maybe the home run pitch. As you see, this is called Minute Mobile Mockups. This is something that Will had been working on for quite some time and finally got it together. I won this. This was free for me. I did a contest with this guy, and that's the reason why we wound up with this pretty decent rapport. And he liked my work, and I got about, I don't know, a couple of $100 worth of free programming, and this is one of them. So let me log in here, man. As you can see, my password and stuff is already there. Okay, take a look at this. This is Minute Mobile Mockups. This is the way we can create very rapid websites. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and start because I don't want to take too much time, but we're going to use stuff that you know and I know, and you get a general idea of what's happening. We're going to start with a new mockup. Okay, now look at this first page. There's a bunch of niches here. We have anything from auto service, man, to taxis, all the way to spas, but that's not what we're looking at. Believe it or not, even though those things are cool, we're going to go to the generic section. The generic section is where the other company I told you about merges with Will's work. And this is a company called Jump Mobi. I have worked with this company before inadvertently. I was having a problem with a redirect. I bought a redirect script from these guys, very inexpensive, about 12 bucks. And it worked perfectly, man. And they gave me super support. But anyway, Will is working with these guys, man, to develop a program to merge these sites quickly. Now, I'm going to tell you a little something about Jump Mobi. Jump Mobi uses WordPress. You figure, WordPress, this is gigantic. How can it possibly load in a proper period of time for somebody to use it on their phone? It is amazing how this works. This guy apparently has been working on this for many years and have figured out how to skeletonize WordPress to work in conjunction with your WordPress site. No need to worry. If it's an HTML site, not a problem, or an XHTML site for that matter, not a problem. Just a little bit of code to the index file, a little portion in the header, and it can be redirected into your folder or to your site that you want it to go to. So, and none of this is a problem, not a problem at all. All right, man, we're going to go ahead and get started on this. I'm going to select one of the 5 templates. We have about 8 here, but these are the ones that work. This is from the old school. This is for the prototype. Don't worry about that. I'm getting back to this again. Now watch how this works. All right, I can select any of these. I don't know which one you want me to select, so I'm going to pick the one that I think you would like to pick. You black, so I'm going to get black keys. How's that sound? All right, man. The business name. We talked about this guy just yesterday, so you'll know that this is APTAIN. Captain, what's this guy's name? Captain Tony. Tony's, I think that's with an S, Pizza. Now, I'm just making up these numbers. I have no idea what it is. I'm just sticking something in here. I'm going to probably use my address, you know, just so this is all for speed. And I think his website is http://www.captaintony with an S pizza.com. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, the other address is, I better put in something else. Euclid. Yeah, Euclid, Ohio. That should work. Okay, if you notice that these are the required. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are required. And we need this in order to do the comparison. And I'll show you what that comparison is in a few moments. I'm using my own web address, of course. Now, as you look at this stuff, man, it's fine, right? We got all this stuff here, and now you look over to the right-hand side, and you have things that you would expect to have. We'll have a video. We'll have a gallery, picture gallery. And this goes into the order in which I'm selecting. So we contact us. Everybody has a contact page. Ours. And here is an About Us page. Let's see what else we can use. How about some services? It's not that big of a deal. And if I didn't like this, I could get rid of them. Or I can select them all. So I'm going to clear it and we're going to start this. Why did I do that? Now I got to start it all over. But anyway, it's the, I'm just going to pick a few of these. About coupons and stuff like that. Anyway, this is just a mock-up. But you're going to see what I'm talking about in a minute. And I want to make sure you get this so we're on board, we're on the same page. All right, I picked quite a few. Probably didn't have to do that many. Now, the other thing that is required is a logo. So where am I going to get a logo from? Remember I told you I won a contest? All right, I'm going to go to a page here. I'm going to just bring up another page. And I am going to go to where we were at. Now, you might not be able to see this because I think I'm out of the film. But I'm going to put in Captain Tony Pizza. I just want you to get a full idea of how this works, man. This is pretty neat. And fortunately, it shows up. Okay, remember the contest again. I'm bringing that back up. I'm going to go to, I'm out of the range, so you won't be able to see this. This is a program called Little Red Snapper. I won this from him. And I'm going to bring it in so you can see what it looks like. That's Little Red Snapper. Now watch this. This is pretty neat. I'm going to hit this little camera icon here. Then I'm going to go up here to Captain Tony. And I'm going to, you know, I could probably do a better job, but I'm going to just give you a basic idea. And I'm going to outline his logo. That's his logo, right? I'm going to release the button. And I just took a picture. I just took a picture of his logo. Now, you're better schooled with Photoshop and all these other things, man. But this is just something that I'm just doing, just so that a layperson can kind of work this thing out. All right, I'm going to shrink the image down. Now I'm going to save this image. There's other things we can do. You know, we can go through Thumbo, or we can use Sumo Paint and all that kind of stuff. But we don't. It's not necessary with these guys. So I'm going to save it. And I'm going to save it as a GIF file. So this is Captain. And hopefully I can find it when I need it later. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to get back to our mobile mockup. There's one area that was required, and even though he didn't say it required. Okay, see this little button here? I'm going to switch this to wood just because I never used that before. All right, I'm going to... I need a logo, so I got to choose a file. So, okay, I just do this. I should be able to go to my documents, and I should be able to, and naturally when you're trying to show somebody something, you inevitably screw it all up. But I think it was under Captain, so that should be way up the list here. And naturally, as I look for this thing, I can't find it. But hang on for a moment, because it's fairly new. There's Captain. Okay, so I click it. All right, Captain's there. Now I hit the next page. Bam! Check that out, man. Look, whoa! I didn't even know that was going to happen. Look at those icons, man. Look at this. Now, I have a little color chart over here that I could pick out colors and stuff like that, man, to get an idea, you know, so you can get an idea of what's going on here. We're going to leave it like this because I'm trying to, for time. But as you can see, I could, let's say, oh, just for the heck of it, the body background. All right, I click that on, and I can go to, let's see, this color here. It'll pretty much give me an idea. Oh, I don't know, let's pick this color over here. And look at that. Just like that, man. I got the background. None of that fancy stuff. I got it directly from the logo of Captain Tony's. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for that. We're going to go ahead and click the other thing. Okay, so this is fine. You're probably looking and saying, hey, man, that's all right. This is a mock-up, though. None of this really has any real, true function at all. But it's a mock-up. But this is the trick. This is the thing I think you're going to like. Check this out. Okay, you're going to consider the portrait. I can put it in landscape. But check this out. Desktop versus mobile comparison. Right there on the spot. What I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Instant results. Now, look, this is what's going to be sent to the person. Now, it's also got a built-in website thing here. I could play this. Website mobile. Isn't that cute?
Mobile is transforming our lives in all.
Okay, you didn't want to hear all that. And then I could send it. Now you're wondering, why in the heck am I going to send? Now that's him sending it. Now, in order for me to send this to an individual, I would have to go to the top here, just copy my web page. I'll copy it, and we're going to bring up Notepad again. I just want you to see what this looks like, man. You know how to do the email thing and stuff like that, man. You know how to do the email thing. Sorry about that. But anyway, here it goes. Paste. There it is. Notice how it ends with Captain Tony's Pizza. Let me bring this all on one line so it don't look so ghetto. Anyway, it looks a little better. So you put that in an email, man, nice little email. It goes to the person and make it clickable, obviously, and that goes on. All right, man. We're going to talk about this more. I just wanted to make sure you understood the kind of work this brother was doing to get all this stuff together, man. And I kind of have to apologize to you because you've been working pretty hard, man, doing it the old way. But, you know, you kind of had to learn the way I had to learn. And brother didn't want to make sure that I want to make sure you know what I know. Unlike you don't want nobody to know what you know. But anyway, man, we'll talk about this. And I will be removing this video, man, so that so we don't wind up both going to jail about me doing some copyright fake stuff. But anyway, man, I think this is a real winner, bro. I think we're on to something. We're going to be talking about this stuff, man, a lot more. And we're going to get this thing. We're going to get it together. You probably see me wondering, why am I constantly talking? That's because I can't find the thing to cut this thing off with. And I'm just kind of BSing. All right, bro. I will talk to you later. Adios.